Hi gang, Coach Jay at Full Circle Coaching Consulting here. Ever been in the position where you just want to pull out your hair because you don't know what your staff wants? When I was in practice, I made this mistake. I made the mistake of telling my staff, I've got an open door policy. Now that's not the mistake. The mistake is that I had the open door policy thinking that they would just come in and tell me what was on their mind when they had an issue with a staff, with myself, with another employee. The reality is, if you don't have quarterly reviews set up every 3 months, even though you've got an open door policy, they're not going to come in, they're not going to divulge to you what's on their heart, what's on their mind. You have to create an opportunity to ask them the following questions. So we're getting a lot of this right now. When do I hire? When do I fire? And when do I give raises? So today with this video, I want to speak specifically to when do you give your staff a raise? And the first opportunity that you have to give them is with the quarterly reviews. Not the open door policy, not just telling them, come to me if you've got an issue. You have to set aside the time, up to an hour, with your most important people, frankly, to sit down with them and let them tell you, give them the opportunity and ask them what's really on their mind. I'm going to tell you the questions they ask right now that goes with that. Hey, if you guys like this video, hit the subscribe button. We put this video out every Wednesday. Every Wednesday at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. One of these videos hits every week. Hit the little bell, make sure you get the alerts on your phone, let us know what we could do great. And if you want a copy of our review, just email us at coaching@fullcirclecoachingconsulting.com, or underneath here, just hit the button, leave us a comment. We will send you the paperwork that we use that allows us to create opportunities for your staff to come to you when there's a problem. So we've got an objective list of 40 some odd questions that we ask our staff in a review. We ask them to rank themselves from 1 to 4, 1 being terrible, 1 being optimal, no room for improvement. Everything from attitude, accuracy, job knowledge, initiative and drive, creativity, self-consciousness. But I want them to score from 1 to 4 how they think they're doing. And then I go through on a separate column and ask and say, you scored yourself a 4 in accuracy. I'm going to give you a 3, and here's why. You missed this new patient, you didn't follow through on this, or whatever. I found out that when you objectively go through these 1 through 4, it creates lots of opportunities for them to not be, what's the right word, butthurt if there's an issue. Nobody wants to be told that they're late. Nobody wants to be told that they're not creative. And one of the questions is creativity from 1 to 4. Look, I scored you a 2. I gave you this project, and I really wanted like it popping and bros and rainbows and sunshine, whatever it is. But you can create a totally objective way to look at something that's very subjective with just your thoughts with how they're doing their job. Because the reality is, this is where miscommunication occurs. They think they're doing something great, you don't. Or you think they're doing something great and they don't, they begin to put themselves in a pit. So you want to make sure that you've leveled the playing field. And again, the quarterly review is the way to do it. So ask objective questions, come up with 40 objective, here's the character trait, how do you score yourself, and here's how I score you. As we get a little further along the line, the 40 questions, one of the things I ask them, score yourself from 1 to 4, job satisfaction. I want to key in on job satisfaction, work environment, salary satisfaction, benefit satisfaction. Those 4 are put in the middle around a bunch of other things that all of them matter, but those are the 4 that I really want to hit on. Salary satisfaction, you scored yourself a 3. Tell me why you scored yourself a 3. Benefits, you scored yourself a 4. Tell me about the benefits that are really floating your boat. And if they're scored themselves a 2 on the salary satisfaction, because you've asked so many objective questions above that, they're just going to give you their open response, what they think that they should be paid versus what they're being paid. And oftentimes it'll give you an opportunity to remind them of the bonuses and the things you've done along the way, and they'll just go, oh yeah, cool, yeah, you know what, I'm good with things now that we've talked about this. Oftentimes, you don't even need to give them a raise. They just need to have the perception of a raise or the perception of value or the perception of benefits. That's going to level the playing field for everybody. So 1 through 4 on these objectivity questions. And then I give some fill-in-the-blank things. The aspects of my job that are working and I enjoy doing. First question, what do you enjoy doing? And the second one, what's not working and what do you need help with? When you ask them what they need help with, after you've done all those objective things, it creates lots of opportunity for them to just word vomit and tell you what's not working. I don't like this patient. I like working with this person. Here's what's going on. I don't like it when you say this to me. This is an opportunity for that, as well as the question that follows it, which is changes I believe would make a difference in my performance and office growth. Hard-hitting question. If they say, look, nothing, I think I'm overperforming, Now you can go back to some of those other questions and say, you really think that this is going to make a difference to you? If we do this, does that feel like that gets you to a place of balance? Or do we need to give you a raise? Where do you feel like you fall on the spectrum? The last one that I ask, areas I would like to be considered for in making my job performance and career more creative. Now, we're not asking about more like satisfactory. What's going to make you more creative? This is how you know, is it time to give, is somebody burned out? Are they bored out? Or are they exactly where they're supposed to be? And you just need to create a little bit more context for why you're doing what you're doing. Ask them these questions, the objective questions, the fill in the blank questions. Give them every 3 months. Don't assume that everything's going well, even though you haven't heard anything, just because you made a mistake like me and had an open door policy. Hope this was helpful, gang. Leave us a comment below. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. We're here to help. Coach Jake, Full Circle Coaching Consulting. Have a great day.